Hello guys, so I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to show you a lot of 3-star or close to 3-star attacks with different army composition. This is the summarization of my entire season of September 2020 of Legend League. So here I drop a lightning spell on Electro and an earthquake on this single target Inferno. What this does is usually damage it down a little bit so that my troops can take it down easily. It does a lot of trick. Usually you don't see it, but the damaged Inferno can be taken out so easily. So I just spam my entire Ice Golem, Bolus, and 3 Witches as usual. 3 Witches does magic against a lot of different army composition. I use 3 Witches at least, not more than 3 witches, because they are really OP. So I open up the compartment with the Wall Wrecker and then jump spell to go in and take down the tunnel. Now you see a lot of troops are still alive, but my Ice Golem is still alive. I got my RC ability, Queen ability, and all the major defenses are gone. As you know, this base is really weak. If you go with the Wall Wrecker right into the center and just drop a rage and freeze and warden ability, it just the base is done, because all the major defenses are in the center and this base is just absolutely destroyed in no time. So I pop the Queen ability to take down the enemy king, and my RC goes down by the king, but I still got a lot of troops. I got still 2 witches, a wizard up on the top working on the wall. I don't know what world he lives in, but king is still alive. Got a Yeti and my cleaner troop, and it's a nice easy 3-star. I knew I'm going to get a 3-star. I just wanted to make sure that I don't make any mistakes, which always goes supposed to be many 3 stars, even worse 1 star. So moving into this attack, this is a really good base. If you were to say if you were to try an Electro Dragon army on this base, it would be pretty tough, because the Infernos are completely separated out, so they will work on the Electro pretty nicely. But here I just went YOLO, dropped the Electro and 2 Yetis on the sides. Now this army composition of 7 Yetis with the Queen Walk, I usually do again 3 witches. I'm gonna keep 3 witches, and the reason for that is because they do way more than anybody thinks. They are the real deal in this army composition, despite being in such less number. So I just went YOLO and dropped the Wall Breakers and the Rage, and just just get inside the base and take down the enemy clan castle and the Eagle. That was pretty much my plan. So I dropped the Yeti and Electro on the sides to clean up, so that Queen just goes straight in. So I'm kind of deciding where the Queen is gonna go. If she goes on the right, I'm gonna drop my troops on the right. If she goes on the left, I'm gonna drop my troops on the left. So that's what I'm really waiting. Drop the balloons so that the Queen stays healthy. I don't have to pop the ability. Now here I am so completely confused to why Queen has to pop her ability. She was under the healers, and the enemy Queen, she can be stronger than a Queen under a healer. Like, how does that even work? But she popped her ability, so that was a downside. I didn't expect her to get her ability popped up. So I dropped 2 Yetis and a witch on the left corner. Reason for that is because I want most of my troops straight up for the town hall. As they go, the Wall Wrecker gets locked on by the Inferno. I freeze the Inferno, tries to fail it, but the RC I drop on the left side takes it down. Now comes the raise, and soon there is going to be warden ability and the jump spell right between those scatter shot and on the top of that Inferno. No, I dropped it a little bit behind. Yeah. So as soon as I dropped the warden ability, I knew that I don't have to drop my jump spell on the top of that Inferno, because my RC could take it down. So now just one single Inferno is up, and I still got my RC ability, and I'm gonna just do a slingshots, and then RC will just take down that last archer tower, and that do a little bit of damage on that wizard tower, and take down the laboratory spell, what is it, spell building, whatever it is, style cooking building. So it was a pretty OP 3-star. I got it easily. As soon as my queen just went in the right direction and dropped my troops, I knew that it's going to be 3-star, so it was pretty easy. Now this is another base that you often see in the Legend League, especially in the low leagues. I don't go up in the high. I've never been to above 5500. If I do attacks pretty early, it can happen, but here this base is so wide, you cannot do queen walk on this base, and the reason for that is because queen is going to go sideways. You can't just bring her in. There's just no way you can do it. You have to spend a lot of troops to bring her in, or just have to be really skillful to do that. So I just drop my warden, YOLO, drop a balloon and healers, and just try to clean up the sides with the warden, and then drop my Yeti and probably an Electro to clear this side. What I'm trying to do is just narrow down this little funnel that I'm making, this path I'm making, and here I'm going to use the blimp instead of the wall wrecker. And the reason for that is because there are too many defenses in the center, just the infernos. The clan castle can put up a trouble, so I'm going to drop my blimp a little late. But what happens here is that I'm trying to find a way to bring the warden towards my troop, but just he can't do it if I don't drop the troops in his aura, and he's just chilling, going on that double cannon while my troop is just struggling and eagerly just hammering it down. I really wanted to pump the ability of the warden right there. It could have been a lot easy for me, but the Frank, quite luckily that air defense went down, and the Electro with the king will clear out the left side, and rest of my little troop will clear out the right side, and the battle blimp on the town hall with the rage and the freeze will just clear it out. Now I have a 3 freeze spells still left, so I need to use them smartly. So use them on the clan castle troops, and the reason for that is because my queen isn't working on the clan castle troops, and neither my witches, and there isn't anything that can really take on to those type of troops unless Yeti goes, and I don't think I have any Yeti left. So the best defense, the best contract for the clan castle witches is the witches. They are the best contract. So I drop one last freeze on Warden probably. I got my queen ability somehow still alive, and RC is still alive. She would probably die, I don't know, but a freeze, I just YOLO'd it. I didn't care because I knew this is going to be a 3-star, so I just YOLO'd it on the Archer Tower. So it was a pretty easy 3-star right there. These are just repeating base, and people just don't change their base. I don't know why they don't do that, because multiple people do the same base, and just you play that base multiple times. You probably seen the Itzu's base that he made, like his clanmates made pretty precisely, and everybody uses it, and I practice it so many times that I can 3-star it, or almost 3-star, which I will upload that I did probably 3-star. But let's move on to this attack. So this is a pretty interesting attack, because I've been hearing this from a lot of YouTubers that super witches aren't that good, but they can be really good in certain cases. Like in this case, like this base is sort of a ring base. I don't know what kind of base this is. You can call it a ring base, but what I'm trying to do here is take my troops in the inside. Now that's a tough thing to do when you have these kind of gaps around this town hall, the centralized defenses, so it's tough to do. So I drop an Electro to clear out those tiny boxes on the corners, and drop my main troop right in the center with a jump spell. And the reason I open up the compartment of town hall with the earthquake is because I don't want my troops to go sideways with an open compartment. It's really tough to do, so I'm gonna pop a warden ability. And the best thing about the super witches is if you drop them right behind, witches or super witches, never drop them in front of the army. Never drop them on the front line. You just can't do that, because scatter shot, they just eat them. They will just kill them instantly in no time. always drop on the behind. So here the Super Witch is with the giant skeleton. The best part about this is that it works so well against the single target inferno, that the giant skeleton that Super Witches spawn can take on that single inferno, and in that meantime Super Witch can take down that single target inferno. So it's pretty helpful if the infernos are single target and not multi. It's an overkill. Like in this case, there was probably just one, maybe two multi-target inferno, I don't really remember, but and you can see so many giant skeletons just locked onto the defenses. The queen ability is still up, and a couple of wizards. The warden is still up. I don't know what he's doing. I dropped the wizard on the top, and he's doing cleanup. And yeah, it's a pretty much an easy 3-star. So I had plenty of time, and the giant skeleton just keep coming. I think the Super Witches can summon as much as 2 giant skeletons in the entire attack. In 3 minutes, I think they can summon 2, which is pretty interesting to know. I didn't know about that. I thought they would just spawn just one. So pop the queen ability, down goes the spell factory. Yeah, that's what it's called, and a 3-star. So it was meant to be a 3-star and not a by chance 3-star. A lot of players you see get a 3-star. Now this is a really interesting base. Now again, another army compositions. In this case, I'm using just one Super Witch, and it's pretty helpful because it's more than 3 witches, so it pretty much works the same if you know how to use it. So in this case, this base is really interesting because the infernos are on the top side. It's like a missile of some kind, and the eagle is in the center. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm doing my queen walk, but I'm not going to get her inside yet. What I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to clear the path on the right side so that my troops don't go up towards the eagle and go straight for the tunnel with the wall wrecker. It's a pretty smart move to do if you want to secure a safe too with a hope 3-star. Now what I tried to do here, and I should have done better, is when the queen cleaned up most of the buildings on the right side, I should have dropped the wall wreckers to get her inside, and she would have taken down the eagle, and it would have been a lot more valuable attack. But nonetheless, I dropped my yetis and the wall wrecker. Always know this: if you really want to make your troops go inside, drop them on the sides, the side they will go on. When they take down those buildings, they will go on the other side, the side that you intend the troops to go. Now Clan Castle troops come up, poison and freeze them, and the raise spell. Now I put the jump spell for the queen, probably gonna rage her, I think, or freeze that expo. Yeah, that was a really good freeze for me, so it worked out pretty well for me. And queen is still alive, the eagle is doing some damage, the warden ability comes up, the single target inferno goes down. Now here's the trouble for me, and reason why I said that I should have dropped the wall wreckers for the queen and not the jump spell. Here, this one single inferno is going to cost me the 3-star here. Yes, I didn't get the 3-star here. The queen is going around and cleaning up those low defenses. She's getting healed, so she's in trouble. She got the ability, so it could have been an easy 3-star if I had used that jump spell on that section. Like, just look at that giant skeleton and that Super Witch. They're just trying so hard to get inside and take down that inferno, and the inferno takes down my warden, and just cost me the 3-star right there. And I really wish that right there that if the Super Witch had summoned the skeleton before getting locked down by the single inferno, it would have been went down. But it didn't. It just popped the skeleton right before she died, so that was really sad. So the time was really low and I was running out of time, so I thought, like, I'm not going to get the single inferno whatsoever because queen will take forever for the wall, and before that she will die. And that one yeti, I don't think one yeti can do anything against that single inferno. Maybe or maybe not, but the time was running out, so I just popped her ability to get as much percentage as possible, and it was a 98% 2-star. You could call it a fail, but I call it a success. It's pretty good attack for me. I don't get that high percentage 2 stars either, so it was a good attack for me. So again, in this attack, the same army, pretty nice base, but the weak point is you can do coin whack on this and now think where she's gonna go. You just wait for her to go, what direction she's gonna pick, and then you just drop your balloon and maybe a Yeti and baby dragon to pull her inside. Now here, I think she didn't go inside. I think I failed horribly to bring her inside. Yeah, here comes the wall wreckers and the rage. I'm so lazy at dropping the wall breakers to get inside. They used to be timed when people would use wall breakers so accurately, but nowadays nobody do. They just wait for a week to get the super wall breakers. The clan castle comes out, I'll freeze down the clan castle, poison them and the queen, slow all of them down, raise the queen and just destroy and get that eagle. So queen did go inside. Then now here's the troubling part, that she is going to go towards those deadly inferno, which isn't a good thing. Now here I drop the yetis like this because I don't want my yetis to go on the sideways. I want my troops to go inside. So the Yeti will clean those buildings, and the rest of the troops, they aren't gonna go anywhere else. So watch the queen carefully here. I'm going to drop a freeze on that inferno just to keep her alive, and I still got one more freeze, and I think I'm probably going to invest it. I didn't have to because the ability, and yeah, I just popped her ability and froze. That was so dumb, because I should have just dropped the pop the ability, or just should have just dropped the ability and saved the freeze. That could have made a little bit of difference, but I don't think, because it was pretty much a time issue for me at this point. Nice jump spell. There aren't any deadly defenses left, and it could have been easily 3-star. The scatter shot will go down from that RC and that 1x bow, and the healers are on the Yetis and Queen, King, and Giant Skeleton, and surprisingly, Super Witch still alive. Yeah, so drop the Super Witch or the witches in the end, last to get dropped in your main army attack, and they will survive all the way up to the end, unless you mess it up really badly. Now RC goes down to that Warden Tomb, and that's a bad signal for me. I was really hoping she would pull it off, and that was, I was like, she didn't get that tome. I think that's gonna cost me a 3-star, and that's exactly what happened. So now troops are going slowly and slowly. I have the power right here. So many troops are still up, and at this point I'm like, oh, healers just switch to the Warden, and Warden will take down the Warden Tomb, and then healers just switch back to Yetis. Like, what? And that was just the end of the attack. Like, those, you see those 4 or 5 seconds, if the healers had stayed on the Warden, I could have gotten the 3-star, but I didn't. So now I'm going to show you my league status. So this is my standing, 5,391 trophies. That's how much I could get. And as for the battle log, I got plus 29 today. I didn't even make 200 trophies today, so I'm not that good. I don't get that many 3-stars. In fact, I get sometimes 1 star really bad, and yesterday I got 200 trophies and minus 185 for plus 15. But I didn't get any 3-star yesterday, but I still got 200 trophies. And yeah, every day I do get 1 or 2 1-star fails too. So I'm not that of a great player, but I do try to 3-star every single base, which cost me a lot most of the time because I'm not that experienced. So it's a long video, I know, but if I get more 3-stars, I will make short videos. But if I get not that much 3-stars, I'm gonna just compact it of a whole season and just upload it like that. So I hope you like it. Comment, like, share, and subscribe. See you guys later. Signing off.